Namaste. Good morning. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to our contemplation meditation gathering today as we continue to um, really practice. This is pre-awakening sadhana or practice or post-awakening sadhana, and there is a post-awakening experience. Awakening is the beginning. Awakening is simply the beginning, and often it's a glimpse. It's a wow. It's like you have a visceral experience of awakeness, and then from that we just continue to go deeper in our connection with the self, with the I am presence that we learn and discover and then recognize that this is what I always am, right? This is it, the self of this awareness, the self of this that's always in the background. It it doesn't come and go. We sometimes think it does because our attention is attached to the addiction of thinking that we're this. There's an addiction there, and this is why the post-awakening sadhana is so important because as we abide, we there's a release that happens. There's a dissolution of the seeming separate self identity. And you'll see that we have this great, our third film for Awakening Mind Films is coming out pretty soon. We're doing the final viewing right now, the screening, and it'll be out, I would say mid-July. But one of the teachings in this film is the teaching of Nisargadatta that speaks about the metaphor of the salt doll, where the dissolution of the seeming separate self, the dissolution of this identity, is like a salt doll walking into an ocean of salt water, right? And it's just a gradual dissolution of the salt. And just like that, abiding and contemplation, this experience of sadhana is like the person or the the personal self-identity walking into the ocean of awareness, walking, and then the dissolution happens. The self doesn't come and go. It's realized, and then it takes the place of the old identity. It's a beautiful, um, it's a beautiful metaphor. I invite us all just to rest in this right now. If you want to close your eyes, resting in the light of pure being, and just knowing that in quiet, in presence, I'm here. I am here. You can each one say that. It's the same I. I am me, formless presence. And it's in this stillness, it's in this quiet, the dissolution, the dissolving like the salt doll, the dissolving is occurring in the I am presence, in the mind, even the formless presence of mind, the activity of consciousness in time and space. That's what mind is. And the movement comes from what's always here. The movement of your true nature, of your true self, it rises from the stillness, from the quiet present. You're you're simply recognizing what you always are. It's the quiet. And don't be concerned about thoughts or memory or the mind that brings in images, feelings, emotions, person identity. All of that is welcome. You are the quiet stillness that it rises in, and therein, beloved, is the salt doll that's dissolving in this placeless place, this stillness of being. Just notice that something, which is you, it remains unchanged. Simply the seer, awareness that's not aware of something. It's simply awareness prior to the mind that gives objects labels, distinctions. You are prior to that. You are the emptiness, the formless, which is everything. Intelligence, guidance, movement arises out of you. Notice what is always here, even when I'm distracted. The thoughts, they come and they go. Sometimes they grab us. Sometimes we log in. Stay the seer. Seeing sound is active listening. You can see it. You can see the judgment come and go. That's okay. Stay the seer. It's just duality rising in presence, in the oneness. Now it's integrating as simply phenomenal, coming and going, while you remain you. And even in the interaction, you're still you, awakening awareness, awakening embodied consciousness, lucid awareness. You have no beginning. Can you find a beginning or an end? Just a rhetorical question. Or is there this constancy of being what you are? This is the kingdom of heaven that Jesus spoke about. When people say, look here, look there, don't look out there, for the kingdom is within. This is what he was pointing to know that your kingdom is not of this world. It is not of time and space, although consciousness, your true nature, is experiencing itself even here as the light of this world. This is to know the self, know thyself. One self. That's what you are. You are one self, which has individuated itself into what looks like 8 billion humans and gazillions of animals and bugs, minerals, air that is breathed. You're all of this. And you're formless. You're the unmanifest presence. If thoughts appear and they come and they go, do I disappear when they go? Am I my thoughts? Or do they just come and go? Do they just come and go like the clouds in the sky? Do I choose my thoughts? The mind may say yes. These are just still just thoughts in the mind. Often these thoughts come from mind that believes itself to be separate. So we just remain the seer, remain the seer, not the observer, not the seer of that that's logged into time and space. Let's go deeper and remain the seer, awareness without duality, without distinctions, just presence that is. Slight distinction, slight subtle recognition as stillness, as awareness. Actually, awareness does come out of stillness, where there's no thing, there's nothing, and yet there's still you. Awareness is first seer of consciousness, and then the mind gives awareness of something, bringing it into time and space. And duality is welcome, not a bad thing. It's an integration where consciousness is awake and aware. This is your true nature. This is, can say, enlightenment, awakening. This is a touch of heaven. This is where the awakening presence, it does touch itself as stillness, as presence, knows itself. It's not a belief. You don't believe you are you don't believe you are you. You know this. Knowing the self is more natural than breathing. In fact, it's closer than the breath. You are that which is aware when the body is breathing. If your eyes are closed, just gently open the eyes if you want to, or keep them closed. And include everything as before. Just include all the phenomenal, all the objects. They're all metaphorically, they're in the space that surrounds them. And you are the space that all these objects arise in, and all activity of the senses and the personal self identity and activity. It also arises in this space. You can watch this body mind come and go, do its thing, stay in the no judgment zone with that, completely unattached and yet involved. Attached but uninvolved. There's a detachment available. And thank you all for joining with us today. Blessings to you. And I'll see you tomorrow if you're here. Have an awesome day.